something that much hot way. We had a boogie style that no one else could play. It was the hot man of his crotch. And then his number came up, and he was gone with the track. He's in the army now, I'm blowing revolution. He's a boogie woogie, beautiful and company.
Native American involvement in World War II. American involvement in World War II famously started with the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. What is not made famous about the attack is that the first known Native casualty, a young man from Oklahoma, occurred during the event. When the U.S. Army was looking for recruits, many Native Americans jumped at the chance. Over 10% of the Native population served in the war, with some tribes having participation of up to 70%. And it was not only the men who participated in the war. Large numbers of Native women also served in the armed forces in nursing and other fields. Native American forces were strongly welcomed in the Marine Corps, and in fact this is the branch of the military where the famous Navajo code talkers first began. Using Indians as a way to create difficult codes was a trick that had previously been done in the First World War. In World War II, however, the Navajo Indians replaced the Choctaw as the code talkers, and over 400 Navajo people ended up dedicating their time in the Army to this practice. By the time World War II ended, roughly 44,000 Native Americans had participated in the war. Not only had they participated, but Native soldiers received many honors for their service, including Silver Stars, Distinguished Flying Crosses, Purple Hearts, and even 3 Congressional Medals of Honor. The war came with many benefits for Indians, including an increase in annual income to about $2,500. Of course, with the positives also came negatives. Even though Native American men had a 5-time increase in their income, it was still a quarter of what the average white man was earning. Indians also had to give up a lot of their reservation land for things like prisoner of war camps. After the war, many natives also moved off these reservations and into cities, seeking new and better off-reservation job opportunities. World War II is a subject that we learn about in every history class, and yet no one ever takes the time to talk about the brave Native men and women who also risked their lives and served in the war. Natives are often portrayed as either savages or friends to the American people, but they can't be defined that simply. They were eager to fight in the war, yes, but they did it under the name of a country that barely cared about them, then and now. It is important that Native American involvement in World War II is not overlooked because it contradicts so many of the traditional boxes that Americans have always tried to force natives into. And the 1940s were a turning point for the Indians just as much as they were one for the rest of America.